All right, so today we're going to be discussing a very common question within the OnlyFans space that sort of floats about. So, should you start OnlyFans in 2024? Obviously, we're recording this in 2023, but it makes a good YouTube title. Plus, it's 2024 very soon. So, first off, we're going to talk about the current state of the market because that's important to gauge before you're going to know whether to start this or not. Now, the truth is, the market is bigger than ever, it's growing more rapidly than ever, and this is down to no other than men getting weaker and more degenerate.
This obviously means that there's a lot of money within the market and the net worth of the market is growing. So if you did think about coming into OnlyFans or OFM, you are taking from a larger pool of money. So there's lots of opportunity to grow.
Yeah, as depression in males rises, obviously the amount of people chasing happiness and spunking their money on trying to get that happiness is obviously increasing as well. So if we're being 100% honest, we are capitalizing on the market and the state of men's mental health in order to make money. So if this upsets you, then this is not the space for you to go into because this is literally how OnlyFans models make their money. So we're going to go into reasons not to start OnlyFans first because it's our job to try persuade you as good people to not do this work.
Obviously, you can get money within OnlyFans, but if you can avoid it, it's best to do so. One reason to avoid it is because it's extremely difficult to get into OnlyFans and do well as an individual. If you're trying to progress all your accounts and do all these marketing techniques by yourself, it's going to be very hard and very time consuming, especially nowadays. Like we said, the market is massive and there's a lot of competition. So doing it by yourself, somewhat pointless.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's not COVID anymore. You cannot just post a picture of your tits online and become a millionaire overnight. It actually takes somewhat of business expertise to be able to progress these OnlyFans accounts. That is purely because so many people have access to the amount of money that these models are making, and wherever money is, extremely rich people will swarm to that to try and make money off of it, obviously. So with this is obviously increased competition, which will make it a lot harder as an individual to scale in this space.
So if you are comfortable with working 12 hours a day by yourself, trying to progress your OnlyFans, you should have a fighting chance. However, there is alternatives to be able to progress at this speed. But another thing that you would have to deal with if you are looking at going into OnlyFans, which is a big negative, is the customers that you'll be dealing with. These people are very degenerate. They're not very good people, not nice people. You don't want to be associating with them, but you have to, and that is your job.
Yeah, this is when the shitty side of the business comes in. You'll get a lot of creepy blokes streaming into your DMs saying they want this and that content and they expect you to do this and that, and if you don't do it, whatever will happen. Unfortunately, this is just part of the space, and a lot of models will get creeped out by this, obviously, because it's very, very creepy and disturbing. Obviously, a woman does not understand the sexual desires of a bloke, especially an extremely degenerate and sex deprived bloke, which is what these OnlyFans sort of blokes are. So the actions they'll take in order to get this content is just unreal in a woman's eyes.
However, once again, there is ways to get around this. But if you can't get around this and you did want to do it as an individual, this is going to ruin your value as a woman. Because you're posting explicit or semi-explicit content out there and dealing with very degenerate humans online, it's going to take a toll on your brain and naturally decrease your value as a woman. So ideally, you don't want to be starting OnlyFans.
And remember, your digital footprint lasts forever. If you delete the account, you delete all the pictures, you delete all the evidence, or you think you have, you haven't. It still exists somewhere and people will always be able to find it. It doesn't matter. You can do shit nowadays that can just find anything that's been ever posted on the internet. And of course, it is an industry in which you are relying on people's addictions, essentially. So much like if you're working in the gambling industry or if you're working in the drugs or alcohol industry, you are relying on taking advantage of people's addictions. If this is morally wrong to you and you do not want to make money this way, do not go into this space. Fact.
But there's some reasons why you shouldn't go into OnlyFans as an individual if you are looking to start. But we're going to go into some of the reasons why people do go into OnlyFans and how it can benefit them in their life. So the obvious one to start off with is obviously money. It's very easy to get money in OnlyFans, especially if you know what you're doing and you have a lot of people around you helping you out. Once again, because it's not very saturated with people that know what they're doing. So most people just go in there as an individual, try to get a lot of money. But obviously there's competition such as massive agency companies that are going to be completely trumping these individuals. So if you know what you're doing and you've got a team, then there's easy to get money.
Another one we've already discussed is that it is a growing market. So this means that there will be a longevity of work for a long time. And another thing with this space is that as you're marketing, gaining more and more followers, it allows you to gain influence, therefore more opportunities within the space. So think of your Elle Brooks, who does the boxing stuff now and shit like that. There's other opportunities that you can go into via OnlyFans and the following you would have amassed by doing and marketing OnlyFans.
So if you're already in the sexualized industry, such as a stripper or something along them lines, then you've already half got your foot in the door, and OnlyFans might be a good alternative just to make a lot more money for similar work. And especially if you can get someone else to manage it for you whilst you continue doing your normal work.
Yeah, obviously being a prostitute and fucking blokes for money and stripping and being touched up by old blokes is not an ideal to make money. But obviously, OnlyFans does not occur in real life. So you can hide behind a screen, you can do this type of shit and get paid more for it without the actual danger of doing real life things.
And once again, there's ways to get around not actually doing the work yourself and get other people to do that work for you. So you just gain an income for simply providing content. But we said before that you don't actually need to show nude content. You can actually just do more provocative images or have a good personality which people do want to follow. This will still generate you money and will help you progress in the OnlyFans industry. You may not reach the top 0.1% unless you become an influencer, but you will increase the amount of money that you are getting on a normal day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so if showing nudes was a big deterrent for you to start OnlyFans, don't need to worry about getting your tits out online. It's not 100% necessary.
Especially if you use AI to help out your OnlyFans page.
Obviously, one of the main ones, along with money, is you will get time, location, plus financial freedom with this job. You can literally make money from your phone anywhere in the world, and it's fucking easy money, especially if you have a team running shit for you.
You can easily work for 1 hour a day producing content and still get hundreds of dollars in.
Yeah, so now we're going to talk about OnlyFans management agencies. So throughout this video, we've referenced people doing the work for you, and a lot of you are probably confused. What do you mean by people doing the work for you? There are people like ourselves who run what's called an OnlyFans management agency. What we do is we have a pool of creators. We take care of their OnlyFans page, their marketing, their sales, and actually chatting to their fans itself. Therefore, all the model is doing for us is providing the content. Now, what do we take in return? We take a percentage. The industry standard for an agency is normally 50%. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is a lot. However, these agencies will already have the tools set up and in place for you to be able to more than double your work. So say they triple your income. If you then take 50% of that, you're still earning more than what you would have, plus you're doing none of the work.
Exactly that. And that 50% isn't just going straight into that agency owner's pocket. That is getting used to fund your marketing, other research, helping with your sales, getting people to talk to them, hiring staff to get people to talk to them, customers on OnlyFans that you don't want to have to talk to anymore. So you're still getting a profit and doing minimal work and not having to worry about these creepy guys online.
Obviously, if you're just starting out, you probably won't have the knowledge of marketing, sales, and actually knowing the OnlyFans platform itself. But obviously, these agencies are experts in that space, so that's something you don't need to worry about once you take on an agency.
And even if you are a model just starting off in this industry, you can become your own manager and start outreaching or outsourcing to other people to help run your OnlyFans page. And a lot of this is taught on our channel, so if you did want to have a look there, you can become your own manager. But once again, that's going to require you to do a lot more work and going to have to start off with a lot more money to be able to do this.
Now, a big one, and one that we already discussed, is that all you have to do is just create content. So obviously, if you are starting OnlyFans, most likely you want easy money, you want to be flexible with your life, and having an agency there to do all the work for you, and you literally just create the content required for that account, it can make you a lot more free and a lot more happy with what you're doing. Now, what are the downsides? There aren't too many downsides to hiring a management agency as long as they know what they're doing. However, this is one of the main problems. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. There is a lot of scammers who act as agencies and outreach to models. Realistically, a lot of these people who are outreaching, they have the same shitty Canva logo as their Instagram logo. They don't actually know what they're doing, and they'll approach you with a message like, oh, I'll scale to 10K per month, no problem within the first month. You're obviously gassed, you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna get 10K per month. You sign up with them and they do absolutely shit. You don't even see 100 quid in your bank. This is a huge problem within the space, and it's something that people like us are trying to fix by giving out free value on YouTube to actually teach people how to do their job properly.
Now, things to look for when you are looking for an agency. Obviously, if they're messaging you, like Kyle said, they're probably not ideal agency you want to go with. So agencies to look for. One, an agency that's already providing a lot of value. So as a YouTube channel or on their Instagram or social medias, has a lot of information that is actually knowledgeable in the area that can help you out as a model, but will also be able to help your account if they take charge of it.
Yeah, so basically, if you are looking for a good agency, Do your own research instead of just replying to random DMs from people making false promises. It's very easy to find this type of thing. Simply type in on Instagram or another platform, OFM or OnlyFans Management Agency, and the top blokes in that industry will come up and you can outreach to those blokes. So if you are interested in scaling your OnlyFans account or starting your OnlyFans account, and you are looking for a team to help you do this, outreach to me on Instagram at OFMKyle, and we'll schedule a call and get you sorted.